Here we have a new 2026 Lincoln Aviator. Now this one comes with the Premier One trim level, pristine white metallic paint, and then we have the Onyx soft touch interior. The powertrain consists of a 3-liter twin turbocharged V6 engine that's made it to a 10-speed automatic transmission. We do get all-wheel drive with this Aviator in particular, and the jet appearance package. But to the front end here, LED headlamps along with the LED daytime running lights. The lights don't dance like that. That's just how my camera's picking them up. But ever since this got a slight refresh, I really like these new Aviators. The body style on these is just fantastic. Same with the Explorers, but now as we come down here, these are gonna be 21-inch aluminum wheels, like that design. Again, especially with this one being in the Premier One trim level, the Aviator's base trim, you get quite a bit here. Now, passive keyless entry on the front, power seat controls, lumbar support, memory seat function, one-touch up and down windows, all 4 doors, and then our power mirror controls are here. Power folding with blind spot monitors as well. And then we have electronic rear window locks and child locks there. Power door lock controls. This is the door release, and if for whatever reason you lose power while in the vehicle, you can pull this to open the door. Hit this twice to get to the hood, or get under the hood, excuse me. Lift gate, headlamp controls, manual tilt telescoping steering wheel. And there's the driver's seat itself. But I want to give a huge thanks to Ford Lincoln of Franklin here in Franklin, Tennessee for allowing me to review this Aviator today. I'll leave a link below in the description. But if you're looking to find the best price on one of these closer to home, click that second link down below. It takes just a minute to fill out your information. I'll make sure the local dealers are fighting to get to the best price on this or whatever new vehicle you might be interested in. Now I have the seat up front adjusted for someone of my size, being 6'3" with longer legs, so I'm gonna move some things around, make sure the seat's all the way back, and let's see how I fit back here. So, I mean, the space back here is phenomenal. Absolutely great. Seat back pockets are on both sides. I love that we have the rear AC controls here, so we can adjust the climate in there. You have a few settings as well. If you want to go in there and full with the calm screen, the brightness, turn the display off. And then you also have the audio you can configure as well when that's set up for you. 2 USB-C charge ports. You get a 110 volt, 3-prong household plug-in. And there's a look at the front from back here. And there's a look at the third row. Now you do get 2 USB-C charge ports on the driver's side in the third row, bottle holder there. Then you have a little extra storage and a bottle holder on that passenger side. Lights throughout. And grab handle, and then you can pull this down, hang a shirt or a pair of pants there if you need to. We're gonna make our way towards the back. Fuel filler there. And there's a look at the back end, full LED tail lights there, quad tip exhaust. And if for whatever reason you need the tow package, the receiver's behind here. And there's a look underneath. Now, you can fold the third row up or down. So, folding the right side down now, and I'm actually gonna put this up here, and you can kind of see the difference in storage when the seat's down compared to when it's up. And you have a little storage underneath here as well. There's a 12 volt here. You can push these out, hang a bag or something there if you need to. And then you also get these storage compartments up top, which are kind of nifty, whether it's for your rear passengers or for your cargo space. It's easy to get to some loose stuff that might be back here. Now, as we come around to the rear passenger seat, you actually have power here if you want to scoot the seat up and out of the way to get to the third row. Your top tethers are on the back of the seats themselves, also on the third row. And then you just push it back there. You can pull this here, fold the seat flat. So many different ways to configure the seat itself. Kind of hard to do with one hand, but. And then your center console right here is nice. You can put bottles here, your phones, something like that. And then this sticker's for $65,615. I would show you the window sticker, but it's just kind of hard to see because of the tint back here. But 17 miles per gallon city, 25 highway. And then here is the front passenger seat here. Lockable glove compartment. Little run through storage there. And then the controls for the front passenger seat are here. So seat back, you can adjust that, and then the lumbar support will pull up on the screen, and you can adjust that there. Now as we come back around to the front end, just a quick look in the engine bay. And there's a 3-liter twin turbo V6 underneath all of that. Now before we hop in the driver's seat, I'm just gonna show off the blinkers. So it doesn't dance like that again, it's just how my camera's picking it up, but full LEDs for the turn signals. But let's go ahead and hop in the driver's seat. So a nice leather wrap steering wheel here. I like the big bold Lincoln logo in the middle. There's the horn. Now over here to the radio, we do get this Google Maps system here, so you can use that there. You can also use your Google Assistant in here. AM, FM, XM radio, Bluetooth, wireless CarPlay, Android Auto compatibility. You have the YouTube app, games that you can pull up here if you want to download those from the Play Store. So there's a lot that you can actually do with the infotainment system itself. Now over here to your vehicle settings, your automatic brake codes, you can turn that on. Your vehicle status menu, you can pull that up so you can see the tire pressure monitors and the oil life. Then your settings down here, you can change your vehicle settings through there. Driver assistance, you can change your cruise control from adaptive to normal. Turn the hands-free driving on or off. And then your system settings here, you can change your language. Several different options there. And then your units of measurement right below. So I mean, a pretty simple setup there for the radio, which I like. Dual zone automatic climate controls. Now those are on the screen, but they're pretty easy to use. You can adjust the temperature down below. Come over here, adjust the fan direction, cut the system on or off. The rear, you can do that, lock it, adjust fan speed. And you can just cut the whole system off that way. Heated seats, 3 stages for the front, and then you have the heated steering wheel for the driver's side. Backup cameras here. Guidelines follow you as you turn the steering wheel. You also have that top-down view too, and then you do have the front camera as well. So to get that going, you just hit this button down below, and then here you have the hazards auto stop, your traction control you can toggle, and then the defroster there. And then if you hit this button here, that pulls up the parking settings, so you can just turn the parking chimes on or off. Now the shifter, park, reverse, neutral, drive. And then your volume knob, up, down, you can click there to mute. And right here, this hides a little storage area while your phone's on the charger through the USB-C or USB-A port. It can sit right there. And then you have bottle holders and an additional storage pocket there where you could probably just, if you want to put your key fob there, you could, something like that. And then when everything's out of the way, you can stow that as well. So you get a nice clean look while you're up front if you want to. Electronic parking brake, pull up to engage, hit the brake, press down to disengage. Your drive modes, you can toggle here. You have your normal, eco, and then you have your excite there. And then with this having all-wheel drive, you also get the slippery and then the deep conditions settings there. Center console cubby space has a 12-volt and 2 USB-C charge ports. There's a look at the back seat from up here. Sunglasses holder. And then your lights, garage door transmitter, vanity mirror. And then left side of the steering wheel, stalks there. Left side does the blinkers, high beams, lane keeping system. And then you have your automatic wipers on this side. One time off, auto, low, high. You can adjust that auto frequency here. Then your rear wiper is a little button there. Push back for the rear fluid, pull up for the front. You have your paddle shifters behind the steering wheel as well, so you can use those while in drive. Voice recognition, toggle that by pushing that button. And then your volume controls can be adjusted here, track list, radio station presets. And then on this side, a shortcut for the nav, audio, and you can go through your sources here. So I like that you have the Apple CarPlay, Android Auto there too. You don't have to do an extra step. It's just all here where it should be. So I really like that. And then down here you have your settings. If you want to change the display setup, you can do that. Oil life as well. And then this here changes what's on that right-hand side. So the map view, trip meter, fuel economy, and then tire pressure monitors. Now, hit this button on the side, and this activates everything down here for the cruise control. And I really like that. It's really neat. So it's not a distraction when you turn it on. When you turn it on, you can see all the buttons here. So set your speed, resume, adjust the gap, and then cancel there. Push button starts here. Finally, here's the key fob with remote start. But now let's go ahead and take this 2026 Lincoln Aviator Premier 1 out on the road for a test drive. So starting the test drive in this Aviator, it's a very plush ride, even in this more basic trim level. I mean, none of the Aviators are necessarily base models, but for this to be the lowest trim, you get quite a bit of luxury here, but you're also paying quite a bit of money as well, relatively speaking. Now, I do like the sound that you get from the exhaust from the engine. You get a 3-liter twin-turbo V6, which is pretty nice, pretty good acceleration, and then relatively good fuel economy when you don't have your foot in it and you're in eco mode. Now the eco mode, it tends to, you can kind of feel it dialing the vehicle back. So not necessarily something, if you want the cleanest feel, the most luxurious feel, that I would keep in if I'm driving around the city. So I'm going to put that into the normal mode now. Now, when this hits bumps, it's actually pretty nice. Not saying that you can't feel them, but I just drove a Mach-E before this, and just hitting these same bumps in the Mach-E is like night and day in this Aviator. So the ride quality here is very nice, very impressive. And I just like the overall interior here. It feels more minimal, I guess, but you still have buttons for the shifter. You still have your shortcuts down here, but a lot of the stuff is put in the radio, and it actually gives it a cleaner feel, in my opinion. Even though you don't have buttons and knobs for the AC controls, you still have, again, a clean look, and you're not missing much either. And yeah, the normal driving mode compared to the Eco in this Aviator is like night and day. It feels very, very smooth in the normal mode. In the Eco mode, I don't want to say it's choppy, but you can feel the throttle limiter working, if that makes sense. So we'll probably have to wait to get on the interstate before we can give it a pull, unfortunately. But I'm gonna give it a little something. But I mean, the boost is great. In this Excite mode, that's really where you get all your power there. In this drive mode, those turbos really put in work. I have a little bit of room here, so let's see what I can do. Here we go. Yeah, the pickup is very good, very good. Now I want to give one more big thanks to Lincoln of Franklin for allowing me to review this Aviator today. I'll leave a link below in the description. If you're looking to find the best price on one of these closer to home, click that second link down below. It takes just a minute to fill out your information, and I'll make sure the local dealers are fighting to get to the best price on this or whatever new vehicle you might be interested in. But I mean, overall, very luxurious car. Again, for this to be a Premier One, it's pretty good. Now, my lane centering is not working for whatever reason now. It's probably because my lane keeping system isn't on. But, no, it says not available now. It might have to do with the glare. Oh, it says it can't see my face. Okay, I mean, it's right here, but there it is. So then you have the hands-free driving there. But I mean, for the money, you get a lot here. Again, for this to be the bottom trim, you get so much here. So I can't really say it's a rip-off or it's too much money. It's a lot of money, but I wouldn't necessarily say it's too much for the segment. You get so much here with this spec, and just a great luxury SUV overall. So with all that being said, this will bring me to the end of my review of this 2026 Lincoln Aviator Premier One.